Hey everyone, welcome to Wednesday Comics, The Gauntlet. I'm Garrett.
I'm Alex.
And we're here today to talk to you about six gems, or 6 books that we're looking forward to for the week of June 20th of 2018.
You know it.
So we are on the 4th of 6th week of June, and
Oh, that's not right.
it's going to be 6 weeks
Because
forever
some idiot
now.
said it was happening in May.
I know, it's like balls sticking to your thigh, hot weather.
Woo! Melting my brain.
But yeah, Alex is going to take it away, talking about 6 books he's looking forward to this week.
Skyward number 3. This is a great cover. I caught up on it if you listen to the forecast, which I know you do. I read number 2. Great. It feels like a lighthearted book, but I have a feeling with this new character that we got introduced to, it may get a little less PG, might get a little PG-13. Who knows? Could get rated R. I don't think there's any swearing in this book, so actually this is still
Up to this point, yeah, besides like blood, there hasn't been very much violence.
As we see our main character, I can't remember what her name is, she may got a bloody nose. Maybe someone bonked her face in. Hope not. I like this book, by the way. This book is great. It's a nice idea of what would life be like if we didn't have gravity. How do you survive? We got, I gotta think which one this was. TMNT Urban Legends number 2. Like I heard,
Image series, right?
This is finishing up the Image series. I believe it's just the last 3 issues of it, but I honestly am not 100% sure. I know I'm supposed to be a turtle guy, don't know stuff.
Maybe they're doing what if they did the whole series and then they at the end they'll do the last 3 issues?
That would be pretty fucking sweet. Sorry,
Yeah.
pretty freaking sweet.
It's all good.
So anyway, as you see, Raph got his face burnt. This book is gruesome. I was not expecting it, so as a turtle fan, kind of hard to read. Hopefully they win. Who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll die, and that's how it ends.
That'd be pretty cool.
Black Hammer, Age of Doom number 3. As you know, Lucy Weber, Black Hammer, she's in hell right now, and actually as we end, she goes to somewhere else. This has been immaculate. Jeff Lemire, you are nailing this book. Cannot wait to hop into this, see where we're leading. I hope this is a series that continues to go on, even if we've got other fill-in 4-issue arcs, not fishes.
But it'd be kind of cool if they do maxi series like Black Hammer Year 1, Black Hammer this is Year 2 basically, and keep doing that, just to
Do a
keep
little
expanding.
fill-in, yeah. That's what you're saying.
So if you ever needed to like delay it a little bit so that the arc can get ahead, and you can be like, hey, we're working on Year 3 right now. So.
Nice. I like the way you think, Garrett. I actually decided to get Shanghai Red number 1. Marvin had talked about it on the forecast. I looked through it. It's got kind of scratchy art, but I think that's part of why I actually thought it looked really good. I don't know anything about this other than what Marvin told you guys on the forecast. One reason I got this specific cover, there's a crap load of sharks chasing a boat. And actually there are, well, at least 4, if not 5, street sharks calling it. Hopefully they make an appearance in this book.
You know what's missing on that cover?
What?
Pirates.
There is a pirate ship, it looks like.
I don't see a pirate. I don't see a hook or a weird hat.
I do see Peter Pan. So I don't know what's going on in this book.
Saying tights?
This is one of those things I'm actually really excited to try, just to see if I like it.
If you guys like it, maybe I'll go back and get issue 1. But
get that taste of blood in my mouth. I'm like a shark, like on the cover. You know who also has blood in their mouth? Joker from Batman number 49. This is the second part of The Best Man. I was not a fan of the first part, but like Marvin and Garrett said, the first issue felt like the first issue of the arc. And it's only been 2 issues, and then we go into The Wedding.
The Wedding, it's 2 weeks away, holy crap.
I am interested to see where we're going. Hopefully, I don't know what to expect. So, I know that Tom King has it in his hands, knows how to drive the ship. By all means, take me there.
Whatever the cliffhanger of this issue is, it's gonna like be crazy what leads you into The Wedding.
And my final book for me this week is Deathbed number 5 of 6. Riley Rosmo, Joshua Williamson. That last issue was great. This whole whole series has been great.
This is probably one of the best minis I've ever read.
Yes, I agree. It reminds me of the Batman Shadow, which I was not as big of a fan of, but the art was so good. This book, all the way through, has been great. Tying it into a bow. This cover with what appears to be a werewolf of some kind, or a werebeast.
It's basically, this book's like basically the afterlife of the most dangerous man. Or like, not the afterlife, but like, yeah, the most interesting man, yeah. Like where he's thinking about he's done all these things in his entire life, and it's like, before he dies, he has to accomplish so many tasks.
Well, that's kind of what it's almost like he's having his life flash before his eyes, reliving all the stuff he's done to an extent.
And it's crazy what he's done.
It's crazy.
It's fun.
So
Riley Rossmo needs to be on a monthly book.
I think he actually draws one of my favorite Batmans.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't make Batman big and burly, just makes him look like a
person in
a Garrett and I kind of guy.
We could be Batman, is what you're saying?
That's what I'm telling you.
Just get some
we got the
Riley
Batmobile over here
Rossmo on this.
Garrett, what you got for us this week?
Starting out hot, we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 28, Shattered Grid part probably 8 or 9, I don't know, somewhere in there. But you know, those lulls in weeks where we're not getting a Power Rangers comic coming out during this event sucks. So I'm super excited to be back into another part of this story. You know, me and Alex were talking, you know, he's a big fan of Go-Go, Power Rangers, so am I, but I think this book still does complement that book pretty well. This is just more about the general scope of things, that's more about character depth.
And maybe that's my problem, is that it's kind of like when you get, well, okay, Turtles, TMNT ongoing in the universe, you get other characters. I find actually the Mighty Morphin actually is, like you said, everybody involved.
Right.
So it's not as focused as what I want.
But how much have we binge watched Mighty Morphin as we were kids? And not the other stuff you probably saw one time through, and that was like one summer, that's all they were playing. So, but this storyline has been amazing. I wish everyone would go back and get it from the beginning. It will be just, if you've seen at least 2 Power Ranger shows or watched one episode from 2 different seasons, you'll enjoy this. It's a lot of fun. Really good for Power Ranger fans.
Agreed.
Next, got Man of Steel number 4. I'm really enjoying this. I think Bendis knows how to write Superman. Now, there's a caveat to what I'm saying there. I don't think he's writing a really great Clark Kent. I think he still needs to work on that. But his Superman is like Christopher Reeve, like, you know, his morals and things like that. The storyline itself is fun. The only issue I didn't really care for was 2. But issue 1 and 3 was amazing, and the impact of last issue, and I still don't want to spoil it because I think you need to check out the series to at least get that piece of information, was devastating, and I think it's really going to propel this story for the second half of this Man of Steel story. So
I agree with you. 2 was not strong. I'm almost interested to jump back on Superman once Bendis starts it.
Right.
But I got to see how this first.
Right. You got to see how he has to complete a whole arc basically to get people to go on to his stuff after this. But I'm very excited for this coming off issue 3, which was really good. Next, got Gideon Falls number 4, our Wednesday Comics pick of horror, I would say. One of our favorite horror books right now. Things are heating up. It's almost to the end of the first arc. I can't remember if this list said it was the end of the arc.
We thought it was 5 or 6.
5 or 6, okay. But things just keep getting crazier and crazier. We're starting to see that guy in the black barn more, so it's getting more terrifying. The variant cover is that scary face.
Scary.
Oh gosh, gives me goosebumps every time. But this book is great as a page turner. Definitely should check it out. Not too late to go back and get other issues because this is a great horror story, and it truly is horror. Where other books claim to be horror, this one actually does it.
It shows you the scope and how far Jeff Lemire has come from a writer, but that man is just writing everything, and it's all good.
Next, I got Crude number 3. I do really like this book. It is a very fun revenge story. You know, a lot of stories are driven by revenge, but I think this one really does a good job of it. This is kind of like a seasoned operative who has his son who was killed in the service. He's going in and is like, you shouldn't have done that. It's like killing John Wick's dog. You shouldn't have killed that fucking dog. And this is what's happening because of it. So, love the art style. I think the story is really good, and the fighting is really cool too. Really good fighting technique. You can see in there. They don't like cut away to like people getting beat up. You actually see technique in the fighting in the images. So, very much enjoying this story. Next, got Avengers number 3. Another book that I'm enjoying that probably Al and Marvin aren't like super gung-ho about, but it's fun to be on a story of Avengers where there's actually a purpose to where they're going to, and I like the combination of the team there is right now. You know, when I've read the last 2 volumes, or started to, it just felt like they weren't going anywhere. So this is fun to see a plan actually being taken forth. So
I have one gripe with this book. The villain that's shown at the end of the last issue, I wish it was somebody else.
Yeah, but come on. They also want to get new readers, so you gotta market it to the people that are coming in. My last book, and one of my most excited books for the week, is Ether, Copper Golems number 2. Number 1 is so good. I loved volume 1 of this series. Issue 1 of the second volume was really good. It kind of got you back into the ether mindset of how this universe works.
Matt Kent's doing this, right?
Matt Kent writes it, David Rubin does the art,
yeah,
and I think Dave Stewart does the colors. I can't remember. Or maybe David Rubin does his own colors, but I really think you can just start on this book. You might be a little confused, but they'll fill in some gaps, or you can go back and get Volume 1 trade, because this story is amazing and the art is so good. Fun, kind of like Indiana Jones sci-fi tale. Really fun. So those have been the 6 gems that me and Alex have both shared this week. We hope you have a good week reading comics. And sorry if you heard some pattering. We're sitting in the middle of a rainstorm right now. But that just makes the Gauntlet look so much sexier when it's
That's how
out.
dedicated we are. I will melt in the rain, but I'm willing to do it for you guys.
Right. If lightning was to hit this car, it wouldn't matter. It would just get absorbed into the tires and the rubber. We're fine. But we would still do that for you. So, we hope you have a good week. I'm Garrett.
I'm Alex.
And this has been Wednesday Comics, The Gauntlet.
Hey everyone, keep collecting those gems.